Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to work. I am Kevin T. Robertson, CEO of SpeakerFocus.com, here on the Monday Q&A call. Every single Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern, we go in, we take a deep dive into the many challenges that our speakers face on our platform to grow their brands and get their messaging on point and build a sustainable speaking marketing machine. We call it the Speaker Growth Engine. Welcome to the Monday Q&A. I've been on vacation. There's been a lot going on, a lot of transitioning happening in my life personally. I hope everything is going well with all of you. You know the drill. If you have a question, by all means, use the raise hand feature. Harvey, I did see your hand up first. I'm not sure if you don't have a question anymore, but we're going to wait for Harvey. Samantha, I see your hand up. Did Harvey put his hand back up? Yes, no. Harvey, are you still Harvey? Let me see. Okay, Harvey, Harvey had his hand up first. Samantha and Rafa, I'll be right with you. I'm sorry, Albert, I hit the wrong button. Wait a minute for a second. Wait, hold up. Wait. Where's Harvey? Okay, there's Harvey. Okay, Harvey, talk to me, boss.
Hi, Kevin. Good to see you again.
Hey, likewise, man. Likewise. Nice to hear from you again. How's things going?
Well, it's been a tough 4 months, Kevin. I fell and had a massive concussion.
Wow.
Was knocked unconscious for 15 minutes.
Mm.
Result of that, they did a bunch of work, and I am now in my second week of recovery from quadruple bypass open heart surgery.
Wow. Wow. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. We recently had Ed Babcock. I'm not sure if Ed's on here. Ed is the Toastmasters, president of Toastmasters out of Rhode Island. He just recovered from bypass surgery as well. Thank you so much for letting us know and taking one for the team and showing back up, Harvey. And that's really what it's about, man. Life is going to keep happening to us, but it's important that we keep jumping back in and building our speaker business. So welcome back and wishing you a speedy recovery. Yes, sir.
I'm preparing for a relaunch of my program late this year, early in January. I will be released from doctor's care at the end of October. So I wanted to let you know I'm back on, but it's been a challenging 6 months.
Absolutely. Well, again, Harvey, did you have a question or comment, or you just wanted to let me know that?
I wanted to let you know that. That's all.
Okay, I tell you what, if we can pick up right where we left off, I believe you're already finished up with your signature programs. Your sales tools look amazing. Some posting on your social media probably is where we left off. And I believe you were ready to venture into module 5, which is starting to do outreach and connect with coordinators and things of that nature and learning about the lead generation. So send me a support ticket if you have any questions about posting maybe some videos and integrating the value videos into what you're currently doing right now. That will be great. And then obviously when you have some questions, and I say this to people all the time, Harvey, and I'll leave you with this. Auston is an underutilized asset on this platform because you have him here, but then people won't ask the questions about technology when they run into the roadblock. And that's the very reason why you made the investment. So let me just remind you, as you're moving into module 5, Auston teaches module 5 all by himself because he's really, really good at it. And if you want to get some results, just do everything that he asks you to do. If you run into any challenges, Harvey, support at SpeakerFocus.com. We're riding all the way with you, sir.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Glad to have you back.
Thank you so much. Good to see you again.
Yes, absolutely, Harvey. Nothing but love to you, boss. Man, I can tell you right now, that's a great way to set the tone for this Q&A. And I can share this with you, with many of you that are going through some challenges right now. And you constantly see this on this platform. And this is the reason why we created a platform so that all of us could comfort each other during our time of need. You know, we all go through, we've all suffered some losses through the pandemic. We've all had some challenges, some difficulties, some setbacks. We've all had family members who have passed away. We've known some people that have gotten sick. I made it through pneumonia. I thought I was going to die. Harvey made it through triple bypass. Ed made it through triple bypass. There's many of you that are going through so much in your lives that any one of those things, you have every right and every reason to say, you know what, I quit, I give up. But there's something inside your mind that's telling you And this is why we created this platform, because there's something inside of Harvey that's saying, man, I got to get back to my speaker business. I don't give a damn what these doctors are talking about. I got to get back to work. God bless you, Harvey. And we need you here, and you're valuable. And that's the reason why the universe extended your life, because you still got an assignment to do. And that's what I want all of you to remember, that all of you have an assignment. And I want you to think about carrying that assignment out to the letter, no matter what you're going through. We all got to wake up every day, keep our chins up, even when we don't feel like it. Samantha Mitchell is brand new to our platform. Sam, talk to me. How are you feeling tonight?
Happy Monday, KTR. What's up, Speaker Focus family? I'm excited to be here with you all. So I've gone through week one, and it was a lot of content. I will say I had to get out of my head and stop feeling inadequate. I was like, wait, do people really finish week one in 1 week? Signature programs, like, I mean, I struggled pulling them out of my head. And I think part of it is because just the level of detail that's required. And I think my other version of myself would have wrote some high level thing and just fluffing it up. But I'm trying to get to the level of detail. And I don't even have 4. Like, I mean, I don't know what, like, when you're starting and really trying to brainstorm what this looks like, and it's totally new because we haven't done it. Like, what's really the best way? I mean, I went through the modules, I'm following the formulas, but a lot of it is tied to self, which I can't get self from anyone else, right?
Yes. Okay, so Sam, this is the reason why we built this platform, so that you would have a community to come to that is going through the same thing that you're going through. And I want to lay a statistic out there, because this is something that we don't want to admit that we're horrible at, because we're such a professional. Like you are a consummate professional in the aviation industry. So I deal with 25 to 35 speakers a day. I've done tens of thousands of strategy calls to help people pinpoint what their pain is when it comes to growing their messaging. And this is the reason why we directly address these challenges right there in module 1. So people with 10, 20, 30 plus years worth of experience, Sam, that are the consummate professionals, 90% of them are horrible copywriters. Like, they just don't know how to wrap their mind around it. I need to create messaging that is going to resonate with the meeting planner. So I'm going to help you with the other signature programs. I'm going to tell you how to keep this simple. And Sam and the rest of you are overachievers on the platform that like to think about shit a lot. So simplify, Sam. Think about your ideology, your approach. Think about the way you manage your fitness clients. Think about the main thing that you really want them to know. Think about when you're on that stage speaking, and the main thing you want the audience to walk away with. That's your assignment. That's your purpose. That's the work that you do, Sam, that is fulfilling. Forget about being happy. You're not creating signature programs to be happy. Happiness is fleeting. Happiness is, let me smoke this weed. Let me take this drink. Let me have some sex. Let me do a line. Let me eat some sugar. Dopamine, that's happiness. It's over. It's in and it's out. Your signature programs make an impact on this world, and they need to be about you speaking about something that's fulfilling, so that can spill over to your audience, so you can keep it real simple. So Sam, if you had to think about, watch this, I'm a meeting planner. I just want you to role play with me real quick. And I'm not looking for a perfect answer. I'm going to help you figure it out right here and right now. So if I'm a meeting planner and I hire you to speak, and I ask you this one question, what is the one thing that me and my audience are going to walk away with when we hire you to speak? What's the one thing you want us to walk away with, Sam, that's going to have the biggest impact on our lives? How would you describe that?
Transformational leadership.
Okay. All right. So one of your signature programs would be transformational based leadership. That's what the formula is teaching you. Less is better. The less words you use, the better off you are. So you can do transformational based leadership. Now, did you already have that signature program, or that's something that you just, that from your thoughts? Did you already have that one, or you just created that?
No, I did that with you. So I have
That's one.
yeah, I have that. And then
Okay.
I have the accelerated based leadership.
I love that. Acceleration-based leadership. Acceleration is probably a better word for that. It's up to you. Acceleration-based leadership. Now, why'd you choose acceleration? What's meaningful to you about teaching other people how to get in an accelerated mode to achieve success?
Well, I think because if you have the blueprint, it's going to shorten the learning curve for the average person who's in a specific role where they're not the first that's in that role.
Okay. Remember, Sam, I love the fact that you're in the aviation industry. You're one of very few African-American females that is in that industry. You're in rare air. So remember, the theme of aviation and the taking off in flight and the acceleration, all of those things you need to wrap your brand around that, unless you want to incorporate some stuff for your fitness brand in there as well, which you can easily do. But I love that flight thing. That flight thing is it's just spot on. It's just like, that's who you are.
Right. So in going through the modules, like, I mean, I do have the fitness side of me, but then in the guidance that I got, it was like, I got to pick one. So if I was to pick one, there's plenty of fitness gurus out there. So I'm not going to pick that one.
Yes.
I'm definitely one of the few in the space that I'm in. So I decided to just stick with that as my niche.
Yes, because I can go blindfolded right now on my IG and I can have 1 million fitness people pop up there. But I tell you this, it's hard to find a woman of color in the aviation industry who is as talented and skilled as you are. So all that's to see, we call that market differentiation. You really stick out like a sore thumb in that industry. So remember, leadership is the #1 bookable and most requested topic at conferences, corporate meetings, and events worldwide. Then they want to hire you to talk about your niche, which is the aviation industry. You could just strictly speak to the aviation industry if you want to. However, your perspective and the fact that you were raised in Jamaica, the fact that you have that story, and your dad was an engineer and he taught you what he knew, and you went to school and you got that school, and you were top graduating in your class, and the fact that you were a woman and you did all of that, that's where the real gold is in your messaging. So you should be building your signature programs around that, the experiences from your journey. That's what you should be designing with your signature program. So you have transformational based leadership, acceleration based leadership. Now you just got 2 more, and then you just got to send them over to us so I can just check your opening paragraphs and your bullets to make sure that the languaging is connecting with the meeting planner who wants to hire you to speak. So now we got 2 more, and we're not in a rush, Sam. We're going to get the 2 others before you even get off of the Zoom session. How's that sound?
I love it. Well, I have the 3rd one. I was just stuck on the 4th one, to be honest.
It's okay. Well, give me the 3rd one. Talk to me.
It's diversity-based leadership. Okay,
diversity. Now, what made you choose diversity? Give me some meaning behind that. What does diversity mean to you?
So for me, diversity is really just the various thoughts that are there, not just diversity, male, woman, black, white, but just diversity of thought and ideas that are able to be stimulated in a group setting to transform and pivot with new, like, innovation and all that kind of stuff.
I love it. I love it. Now, I like the fact that you're taking a different spin on diversity, because DEI is going to get overused eventually, just like anything else. That's why. But leadership, you show me any kind of team, you show me any type of CEO, you show me any type of head of a family, you show me any type of head of a business, and I will show you superior leadership skills, especially if they know what the hell they're doing. So leadership is not a trend. It's never going to get played out. On the other hand, everybody and your mama is jumping on the DEI just because. Now, let me just say this to you, for people of color. They're not just going to give it to you because you're a person of color. You got to actually have some skills. And there's a lot of people thinking, oh, I'm going to do DEI just because I'm a person of color or just because I'm a minority. No, you're not going to get the business because of that. You're going to get the business because you're taking a refreshing approach, Samantha. And I love that when I ask you, what does diversity mean to you? And you explain it to me like that, again, market differentiation, separating yourself away from every other speaker on planet Earth, not that fluffy bullshit that everybody else is going for. Kudos to you. Now you got 3 signature programs Now you're stuck on number 4. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, Sam. So Sam, I don't want you to overthink this. I don't care about the answer that you give me. I don't want you to tell me what you think. I want you to tell me what you feel. Go to the pain when I ask you this question, please. Now, what is the biggest challenge that you face as a woman in the aviation industry? What is the thing that hurt you the most that you wish you could change? Talk to me about that.
So that's just not my level of competence and what that is right off the bat, just because I show up as a woman. I show up as a woman and it's automatically previewed that I don't hold the level of intellect that my male counterparts have. And so I gotta do extra work and show up different, whereas some of them can say this craziest thing in the world and get celebrated for it.
Okay, all right. So you talked about, in other words, your core competencies are looked at different from a male to a female perspective, especially because you're a double minority. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Well, that's not what you're saying. That's what the facts are. Okay. All right. So now that's been your struggle. So watch this, Sam. You could either do, that's all in perspective. So you can either do perspective-based leadership or competency-based leadership. Which one feels better to you?
Perspective-based leadership feels more,
Yeah.
that one's more in alignment with me.
Yeah, because that's what it is. Because watch this, Sam, do you know how many times that I went into a room before in an area where I was on tour for months without seeing anybody that was a person of color. I don't care what they were. Did it bother me? Sometimes I said, well, I wasn't raised to be racist, so it didn't bother me, but it's nice to see some people that look like you every once in a while. But I realized, and this is something that all of you need to understand. Everybody is looking at you when you're a speaker. The main thing that people are thinking when they get up and present in front of other people, and this is the reason why public speaking is people's #1 fear. Because you're thinking, what are they thinking about me? Do they like my hair? Do they like the fact that I'm a person of color? Do they like my clothes? Do they like my tie? Well, I learned to flip this switch one day, and I said, I don't give a damn what they think about me. And I learned that when you're really good at what you do, they simply don't see color, and everybody's whipping their pens out. When you take one of my presentations, they start taking notes from word go because they know I'm not there to fuck around, right? Now, that's just the facts. Sam, you have the same kind of disposition. You have great energy. You know your shit. You're humble, but you're also very, very, you're not afraid to show your business IQ. And you're not walking around apologizing for being great. So guess what? When you get up there, you can teach people to modify their perspective after they hear what you've been through in your industry. And that's gold right there, because the meeting planner's thinking now, damn, you know what? Not only is she a double minority, but damn, she has perspective-based leadership. And without her talking me to death, I can go in there and look at her signature. I can go in there and look at her opening paragraphs and her bullets, and her words speak directly to where we are in this pandemic. Everyone needs help with perspective right now. We've all been stressed out, Sam. We've all been suffering from extra levels of anxiety. But all of a sudden, see, you come in with the medicine. There's medicine inside of your message. Am I making sense to you?
Yes.
Now, here's what I want you to think about. If those 4 signature programs, I want you to think about how I ask you the question. I said, don't tell me what you think, tell me what you feel. See, if we truly want to be a speaker, you got to speak free. And if you want to help your audience, you got to go back to all the pain, all the suffrage, all the heartache, all the bullshit that you've been through to get here. Because the fact of the matter is that the people in your audience aren't where you are, Samantha. They have not healed. They have not repaired. They don't have a mindset to be about fitness and health and all this kind of stuff, but you do. And that's why you're going to be a high fee speaker, and you're going to be one of the best I've ever seen in my life in that space, because all you got to do is just get out of your own way, Sam. Freedom is what I want you to create. When you create those opening paragraphs and those bullets, just write what you feel and then send it to me, and I'll put the polish on it. Okay?
Okay.
If you got any other thoughts about any other signature programs that match your ideology and your brand, remember, brand wins every single time. You have a really strong brand. If I were you, all those little catchphrases and those beliefs that you believe in, that you think other people don't understand, that's the shit that I will be writing about. And that's the things I will be speaking about, because you're right there. I'm telling you, you are a disruptor without trying to be one. And that's the speakers that are winning in this marketplace. And those are the ones that are earning the higher fees. Did you have any other questions or comments?
No, I'm with you on that. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're very welcome. Sam, welcome to the family. And if you need anything, support at speakerfocus.com. We got you all the way.
Thank you.
All right. Talk to you real soon. Rafa Escobar is up next. I love it when we have new people join the platform, and I love it when you show up for the Q&A. And let's see. Rafa Escobar. Mr. Escobar, what's going on with you, sir?
Kevin, I'm doing great today, man. How are you?
I mean, Rafa, I'm down 10 pounds, bro. Don't talk to me, okay? I'm feeling real.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob, I'm feeling real lean, bro. I'm feeling real lean.
Yo, I love it. And I love the beer too, bro. That's character. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
man.
That's real strength. I love
Yeah.
it, man.
I appreciate it. I just got to the point where I could, you know, I'm ready to show a little something different. And I'm going through some change right now, Rafa. I'm learning and I'm growing, bro. Just like
Yo, hey. And congratulations on those 10 pounds, man. Like at that, shedding that weight is something that is only if you go through it, you know what it is, you know, and going through it, I'm like, bro, good shit. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I
good
appreciate
shit.
it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Rico, Lisa Almond Baldwin, and Alex, I do see you in the queue. Please remain patient. I'll be with you as soon as I wrap up with Rafa. Rafa, what's your question or comment?
Okay, so Kev, I'm out here and I have my signature programs. I have my website. Social media feels good. And I'm out in the field. I'm making calls. I got my calling list, and I feel like I'm getting beat up out there a little bit. So I've come to you. Maybe I'd like to tell you what I'm saying to these people on the phone to have better access. And mind you, I'm second guessing a lot of things right now because I have the direct mail list and I targeted it for high-level executives, which are the people I want to work with. Now, as jump on the phone, get to the receptionist, and try to go through that process, it feels like a battle to get to them. But even getting to them, I'm second guessing myself a lot. So I'll just give you my verbiage as I get on the phone. Okay. And then maybe you can give me some feedback as to how to reposition or think or keep going.
Okay, Rafa. So real quick before you ask me the question, did you get the verbiage from the script on our platform, or did you create the verbiage yourself?
So I created it myself based off of what I've seen on the platform.
Okay, got it.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm all ears.
Yeah. So then so as they pick up the phone call, what I say is, hi, my name is, I just say, can I speak to, for example, if the guy's name is Dave Williams, hi, can I speak to Dave Williams? And then they'll say, yeah, sure, who's calling? And I'll say, it's Rafael Escobar. And then they'll be like, okay, with who? Escobar Fitness LLC. So then they'll transfer me over or they'll send me to voicemail. And once I get onto the phone with the actual person, I will say, hey, good afternoon. Thank you for taking my call. My name is Rafael Escobar. I'm with Escobar Fitness LLC, and we help companies create a healthy work environment to reduce stress and increase happiness and performance in the workplace. Would you happen to have a moment to talk about any limitations or deficiencies your company may be going through in this moment in regards to high stress? And that's, as I'm saying it a lot, I feel like that's a mouthful. I've gotten so maybe you could help me get to the point and start connecting a little better.
Well, what kind of feedback are you getting when you say that mouthful, everything you said?
To be honest, I've only actually spoken to a couple people, and one guy was highly interested. As a matter of fact, he was just like, but he had a hard time understanding what it is that I do and how I do it. So he began to ask questions about my process, and then I felt like I was gonna have to sell. So I was like, hey, listen, I was trying to get to the point of asking questions you know what I mean? So I could sit back and listen and then go from there. But
Right.
anyhow, it's bringing a lot out that I know I need to work on. So I'm ready to, receive some guidance and see where I need to clear things up or how I can get better.
Absolutely. Now, this is where all of you should be spending the majority of your time. Like this is no bullshit. Everybody needs to pull up a seat and listen very carefully to this, because sales is uncomfortable. Managing a sales cycle is uncomfortable. Rafa, you are feeling uncomfortable right now because you're learning the process. You had that guy back you up on your heels and you said it felt like you were selling. Well, stop selling. Stop selling and start having a conversation. So first of all of the stuff that you said before, let's throw all that stuff out the window. If you can actually get a person on the phone, you have the person's attention. If first of all, you should be asking, if you have a direct name, hey, my name is Rafa Escobar from Escobar Fitness. Are you the person who works with outside contractors or vendors for your organization? No, I'm not. Okay, well, I need to be talking to the person who does. Well, what's your call in reference to? Well, I specialize in helping companies reduce their level of stress due to the fallout caused by the pandemic. Do you have a few minutes?
Can you say that for me one more time?
Okay, all right. I specialize, if you need to catch the replay, go about 33 minutes into the Q&A, and when Austin puts up the replay on the on our platform at speakerfocus.com, you could just go back in and 33 minutes in, you could pick up the exact verbiage, something to this nature. Okay. I specialize in helping companies reduce their level of stress due to the fallout caused by the pandemic. If you had a few minutes, I wanted to discuss some ways in which we could potentially work with each other and see if we're a good fit. Do you have a few minutes to discuss this? Somebody helping me reduce my level of stress? Okay, now watch this, they may blow you off. Well, what's this about? I'm a consultant and I work with companies like yours on a day-to-day basis, helping people reduce their level of stress. I specifically work with CEOs and executives to help them achieve a healthier lifestyle. You see what I'm doing, Rafa?
Yeah.
Value, value, value. I'm telling you what I'm helping you out with. Anybody say, oh, really? Okay. Well, how is that helping me? And if he starts peppering you with questions about what you do and how long you've been doing it, listen, Mr. Whatever, there's answers to that question as well. Right now, I want to do some listening. If you have a few minutes, maybe even 3 to 5 minutes, I just got a couple questions I want to ask you. And then I could tell you what we do at Escobar Fitness to see whether or not it'd be a good fit. How does that sound? You see what I'm doing, Rafa? I'm not selling. I'm just making an inquiry. If he doesn't have the time, oh, well, when would be a good time to call you back when you may have 5 or 10 minutes to be able to go over this? Rafa, I don't have any time. I just need you to send me over email. Let me think about it. Okay, fine. Put him in that category of he just wants to email. He's not really serious. He's not really interested in being healthy right now. He's not really interested. The timing may not be right. So you hit the next button. And next, and you keep trying over and over until you get somebody who is willing to listen to the value that you can provide. And then that's when you walk them through and you're going to answer every one of the questions that they have. And this is a proper needs assessment. Don't try to offer them anything. Don't try to ask for the booking. First, see whether or not you're even going to be a good fit. You're going to know, Rafa, in the first 2 or 3 minutes, if they're cooperative, if they're going to answer the questions, if they're willing to grant you the time, and whatever time they say, especially with the CEO. If they say 5 minutes, keep it to 5 minutes. You need to learn to be brief. Remember, Rafa, business modes of communication should be articulated with clarity and conciseness. You're saying too much off the break. You don't need to say all of that. You just need to keep it real brief. Ask, are you speaking to the right person first? I don't care if you got a direct contact or not. Are you the person responsible for working with outside contractors and developing training for your organization? You can even ask them that, because that's really what you're offering them. You're offering them a training. And then if they say, yes, yeah, I'm one of the key decision makers. Oh, great. Well, Again, my name is Rafa Escobar. I work with companies like yours on a regular basis to help reduce stress in the workplace due to the fallout caused by the pandemic. If you had a few minutes, I have some strategies that I'm having a lot of success with right now. Perhaps your company could benefit from some of these strategies. I'm the best you've ever seen.
Ever.
It's too easy.
Ever.
Rafa, listen, did you hear my tone of my voice as well?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Very
I heard it all,
relaxed.
bro.
Take your time. You're high energy, just like me. You just gotta relax, Rafa. You right now, Rafa, again, you're focusing on, I'm in my upstairs office right now. I'm in my studio downstairs. I don't have no microphones real close to me. Damn. But remember, Rafa, I grabbed the microphone one time early on in the Q&A, and I said, this is you, Rafa. You just want to grab the microphone and get on stage and start speaking. Well, you know what? You have to earn that booking. And it starts with utilizing the proper language. Now, that's about 37 minutes in. Go back and go to that section and look at the verbiage and try that approach and just see if that works better for you. Because see, you are actually getting people on the phone because you bought the mailing list with Jonathan. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, so you have direct names of CEOs. I believe what you're offering is great. CEOs are stressed out to the max right now, bro. You just got to get them to listen to you in such a way where they can hear the value, and then at least get them to consider it. Right. And then always ask them a question. Does that sound good? Oh yeah, Rob, for sure. I could sure use some strategies about how to reduce my level of stress. Then after Enrico and Alex and Lisa, I'm gonna be right with you, because this comes up a lot and all of you need to understand. You're horrible at managing the sales cycle. It feels uncomfortable. You need to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. I talk about this a lot because it comes up a lot because many of you don't want to deal with the fear of, you just got to have a conversation. Rafa, you remember the first time that me and you talked on the phone? No, not the first time. You remember one day I just called you out the blue just to check on you?
Yeah.
You remember how we just was kicking it like we was good fellows, just had a real conversation with each other?
Yeah.
That's what you need to be doing to the meeting planner, bro. Listen, these people live in a world where everybody wants something from them. Everybody's taking. You are a giver. Serve first at a high level, then see if it's a good fit. Then send them over your follow-up email. What do you think we took you through this process for? What are you going to send them on the follow-up, Rafa? Website, speaker video demo, speaker info kit, which you have done it all. You have great messaging. You're dropping great content on your social media. Nice blazer too, bro. The one that I saw on the last Instagram video you put up. I loved it. Yes, sir. So you're doing everything right. Now you got to get this part right. And you've taken it in stages. You didn't know shit about designing signature programs. We helped you with that. You didn't know anything about the sales tools. You were second guessing yourself on the VSL. We corrected you on all of that stuff. You went out and took it to a whole nother level. Now it's like almost going back to the bottom of the hill. Rafa, you just gotta relax. Don't focus on the sale. Focus on serving that executive. How can I provide service to you to help you reduce your level of stress? Well, Rafa, what does that look like? Well, I have a signature program that I created called, and you're just going to pull one of them out your ass and start describing to him the value in the signature program. And then after you listen to all his questions, you're going to write them all down, remember, and then you're going to say, almost to a whisper, you're going to say, Mr. Johnson, based upon the information I shared with you from my signature programs, do you feel, now don't ask him what he thinks, do you feel like this is something that will be of extreme value to you and your organization? When you did it the right way, they're going to say, oh my God, Rafa, you know what? You helped me change my perspective. I just haven't been thinking about our executive team focusing on fitness. We're down 33.8% the last fiscal quarter. We're stressed out. Of course you're stressed out. I'm telling you that you're stressed out. I know what's going on right now. Rafa, every single company in the world needs the service that you have to offer. If you don't, if you got to turn it into a question, not a sale. Ask them what the problem is, Rafa, and then share from your signature programs and your unique experience how you can offer it to them. And then when they say, oh, damn, Rafa, yes, absolutely, I got some value from it. Don't say anything else. Don't ask them about the sun. Don't talk to them about anything else. The next word out of your mouth needs to be great, no matter what they say. Great. Well, with your permission, I want to send you over a follow-up email. And I also want to get you on the calendar just so I could get your opinion about the information that I sent you. Did I ask you to book me to speak? Yes or no?
No.
Have I asked for the sale? Anytime
No.
about asking them questions. Rafa,
No.
then hold them accountable, put them on the calendar and see if they follow up. Now you're going to send them all the information because he's going to send it to other key decision makers because it's typically not one person who makes the decision. Once you send it over, once you send the follow-up information over and you got them on the calendar, hey, Rafa, I'm going to be on vacation next week. I want you to connect with me. Okay, next week. Okay, I got my calendar here in front of me. Would Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific work, or would Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific work? Which time is going to work best for you? Let him pick the date. If one of those dates don't work for him, then give him a custom date. And now you got him on the calendar for the follow-up. Let him take his vacation, come back, and then now you're going to pick up right where you left off. Hey, Dave, I'm just wanted to get your opinion about the follow-up email that I sent you and just get your thoughts with anybody else that you potentially shared it with. Oh, Rafa, man, listen, this is what you're typically going to hear. Well, hey, listen, I talked to my team about it. It's something we're not really ready for right now. You know, we just don't have a budget. Okay, I understand. Well, would it be okay to stay in contact? And could I keep you on my mailing list and periodically reach out to you? And if I could do anything for you whatsoever to answer any questions, just let me know. I'm all about building relationships with people. If it's meant for us to do business together, we will. Other than that, Dave, keep in contact with me. Hey, by the way, go to my YouTube channel. I got a lot of free tips on there about how executives can reduce their stress. Do you see what I'm doing?
Yeah,
Even when he tells me no, even when he's not ready, I'm still not tripping because I got so many other ways that I can offer him value. See, Rafa, you're focused on earning revenue. I'm focused on, I'm gonna help him out in any way I can. I'm giving them free information. What am I doing? Staying top of mind. When he's ready to make a purchasing decision, believe me, he ain't gonna be thinking about no other fitness instructor in the world besides you, who has great signature programs and really, really cool blazers.
My God.
He ain't gonna be thinking about nobody else, bro, except for you.
Yeah.
You gotta have patience to sit in a hole and wait for the game to come to you.
Right.
You just gotta do your job on these sales calls. Now tell me what you learned out of this interaction.
Power versus force. Sit back, relax, ask the questions, be of service. And don't put your mind on the money. Don't put your mind on the stage. Put your mind on how you can help them do what you know how to do. And bring to these people the medicine that you know you got inside of you, and don't rush it.
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
push it.
And they may get, in closing, they may get offensive. They may be defensive. Right. Because everybody's coming at them, asking. Believe me, the ones who come through with the real value, they stand out above and beyond everybody else in the marketplace. Rafa, what did you tell me before you signed up for speakerfocus.com? How many other coaching programs did you try, or they try to come at you to get you to sign up? And what was the thing about us that you saw that was different from everybody else in the marketplace? What was it?
I got to talk to you, to the guy.
And before we even process your credit card, how much value did you receive before we made our final decision?
Oh, it was life-changing. That's why I made the decision. It changed my perspective in that moment. And that's how I knew what to follow. Like you said,
what, brother? Guess what? Yeah. I'm not the only one who knows how to change lives. You changed my life as well. And now you got to go out and do that with your clients. You are here as a vessel of service to help create positive change. And at this stage in the game of where we are in this world, people are dying left and right. People are getting pneumonia like I did. People are having triple bypass surgery. People are passing out every single day through the pandemic. This is not a coincidence of why all this stuff is happening. We need healing. We need rest. We need repair. We need stress management techniques. We need somebody like you who is a leadership speaker who can come in here and save my team, because we're all ready to kill each other in here. Now, if you don't want the value that I'm capable of being able to deliver, Mr. or Mrs. Executive CEO, then guess what? Figure it out on your own. See, Rafa, you don't even understand how much leverage that you have. This is why I don't take no shit off of any prospects, because I don't need to. I'm the one holding the cards. I deliver service at such a high level, bro. I over deliver every single day. If you can find somebody who does it at a higher level, then fine. Email me, text me. I still haven't got one yet, because I'm not going to let you over deliver more than me, because I care about serving people at the highest level possible. That's how I make my money. I don't make my money by trying to chase money. I make my money by serving other people. See, when you just shift it, when you just get a simple paradigm shift from here to just here, it helps you run your business better. Because now, if they tell me no, I still win, because the retargeting ad is going to follow up with them. If they tell me, Kevin, I'm not ready, my sales funnel is ushering in new people every single day. So I simply don't care whether or not I don't give a damn when you say yes or no, because I got numbers on my side. We're teaching you how to have numbers, and you're in the infancy stage of learning how to do that. Rafa,
yeah,
I want you to go back in and memorize the stages to the sales cycle.
Yeah, I got it. Minute 33 and minute 37. I'm locked in. I'm gonna go back and just listen to everything that we talked about. I'll take notes, and I'm gonna come from that.
Because when you understand what's supposed to happen next, now you understand how to manage it. You understand how to deal with these objections. Well, Rafa, I really don't have a lot of time. That's okay. Cool, great. Well, when will be a better time that I could have a conversation with you about helping your team reduce their level of stress and increasing your productivity? Yeah. See, that's an easy question. Nah, Rafa, I'm not serious. Okay, then get the hell out of my sales funnel. We don't want to talk to you anyway. Yeah. See, we don't have to get upset when they say no. You just move to a different, you're putting them in a different stage of the sales cycle. They're just not ready yet. Don't expect everybody to say, yeah, I got time, but the ones who do, then boom, you just take your notes, update your CRM, and move to the next one. Did you have any other questions or comments before I move to Rico?
That was everything, bro. I feel emotionally stable and ready to move forward. Appreciate you.
All right, man. Love you, brother. Keep your head up.
Love you, bro.
Keep going
Absolutely,
hard, bro.
bro.
You're right there. You're right there, man. Stay focused, all right?
I'm going, bro. I appreciate you.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Likewise. Okay. Rico. Let's see. Let's go in there. All right, I got to lower Rafa's hand. Rico is up next. Rico, talk to me, brother. Sounds like you got some positive things moving with some business flowing in and some bookings getting ready to happen. Rico, I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear it.
Man, I'm glad that you are back. Man, I am so glad my big brother is back.
Yeah, man, I'm here, man. I'm here, stronger than ever, bro.
Man, okay. All right. So here we go. I'm in with a question. I'm gonna give you an update, but then I got a question for Auston.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
I'm turning in terms of uploading my speaker video onto the Webflow account that I have. But I'll get to that in just a moment.
Rico, I'm sorry. Let me just be real specific. So are you talking about your speaker video demo, or are you talking about the VSL that you created, the video sales letter? Which one?
The one that I just sent, the one that you just approved.
The demo. I'm sorry. Yes.
Yes,
Absolutely outstanding speaker video demo submission. Outstanding job. You and your production team. Great job.
Yeah, man. So that was the point I was trying to, with that video, I was trying to put it onto my speaker site. But I was having for some reason, I guess because it's an MP4 type, I didn't know if I needed to convert it to something else in order for it to save as an asset in the Webflow account. So that was my only thing. I'll get to that in a moment, but that's pretty much my question on that.
Okay.
I was just giving you an update on the status. So we set up, let's see, 1, 2, 3 strategy calls. One for this. Well, actually, I followed up today, and they appreciate me being persistent. Let me just say that. Not nagging, but persistent. Today, I guess, for this upcoming Thursday, with a managing partner for Birmingham Business Alliance, I did follow the script as you provided in the, when we first do the call with them. And so it was just a timing issue, but I was just consistent in following back up. And so they were able to take over right then. Let's go ahead and set the time now to go ahead and set that date. So that works to have that for this coming Thursday. I have another one for Monday for Atlanta Business League. And so the funny thing about that, boss, they got my speaker info kit. They appreciated it, but I didn't know. I beat them to the punch because I went on ahead while I had them on the phone, and I sent them the video I just sent you. And so I didn't know. Then they told me, they were like, you know what? I was going to call you back because we wanted to see a video, but you beat us to it. And this is right on time. And this is videos.
You see how it's almost like to the meeting planner. Again, when you, real quick, I need to, Austin, there is a challenge with the chat. For some reason, it's going to the Q&A questions, and it's not allowing people to put their questions in the chat. I don't know what that is, but can you work on that for me while I'm answering these questions? I appreciate it, brother. What's happening here, Rico, is that, again, when you build your business the right way, and now you're ready to start doing outreach, like many of you are, like we reconnected with who was that I talked to at the very beginning of the call. He's in a position where he built his messaging already. He built his signature programs, and he built his sales tools. So he's ready to start doing outreach, but he hasn't got to the point where he's jumped in there and built the sales funnel and things of that nature. And Rico, you're to the point where you can read the meeting planner's hand blind, like you're playing poker, or if you was playing Uno. I know exactly what you got in your hand. I know what they're going to ask for before they ask it. This is why we train you the way we do, so that you are prepared. Doesn't it feel good that the meeting planner is going to ask you for the video and you already sent it over to them?
Absolutely.
You know why? Because the corporate market is unlike any of the other markets. You really don't need a video for the youth market and the college market. They really don't care. You can hit them with a brochure and an email. You can connect with somebody and you can get the booking. You could talk them into it, to be honest with you. But the corporate market doesn't play that shit. They want the demonstration. The reason why they want a demonstration is because they need to understand they are taking money and making an investment in you. And if they don't feel like they can get a return on that investment, which is training their staff, building their business in some kind of way, they're not giving you anything. Right. So doesn't it feel good that you already know what they're going to ask for before they even ask for it? You already know they're going to be looking at the website. That's why your website needs to be meeting planner friendly and leadership centric. Why do you think we have you design it the way we do? Boom, the signature programs are right there in your face. Don't design it the way you feel it should be designed. Design it the way the meeting planner needs to see it. See, you've done all the work. Again, you're just like Rafa. You put all the work in. You've been yelled at multiple times. You've been held accountable. No, Rico, that's not the way to do it. Rico, go back and fix it. Rico, do this, do that. My God, has it been a process, but you're ready now. And see, now this is what it looks like, everybody who's been dragging your ass and who haven't got the work done. This is what it looks like when you get into the marketplace. See, Rico is now interacting and doing outreach with meeting planners. You can't do that unless you get your signature programs complete, unless you finish all your website, your speaker video demo, and the entire speaker info kit. Now he has the confidence to start doing outreach. He's doing it. He's in the marketplace. Enrico, mark my words, the money is getting ready to come. Can't you feel it?
Oh yeah.
Can't you feel it, Rico? The reward.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, I was looking at an image the other day, and it showed we normally focus on the growth that happens above the ground, like the tree and but the deeper the roots are.
Yeah.
Like the roots are look much bigger than what we see on the surface.
Yeah.
And so that can be kind of frustrating because you want to get to the top or you want to get above ground, but the roots aren't really like firm enough so that even when you do get above the ground, what'll happen is you'll be a one-hit wonder, but you won't be a lasting success. So
Yeah.
I don't ever want to just be a one-hit anything. If I want to do it, I'm going to be lasting. So
Yeah.
I would say going through the process was very much worth it.
Mhm.
I would also say too, we did have someone with Walker's Legacy to want to confirm me for October the 5th. So they got to send me like money for that one.
Okay.
And
Where are you in the process with them as far as communication and follow-up emails and things of that nature?
Well, I said to you this way, I'm at the point on the sales cycle. I am on steps between step 6 and 7.
Okay. So you already sent them over. Let's be specific. You've already sent them over. You've had the needs assessment call with them. You've already sent over the team so they can review all of your sales tools. And you are now, did you get them on the calendar for the follow-up to start talking about negotiating your fee and
Yes.
the venue and all that stuff? You're there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So the next stage is get finalized on your fee and then find out when they're going to cut you a check for a creative purchase order to send you a 50% non-refundable deposit and then get them to sign your agreement. When is that going to
happen? That will happen with, I would say, I would have a definite date, but I would say within a week.
Okay.
Within a week, I should have that taken care of.
So Rico, a deadline is a forcing system of accountability.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to hear a week. I want a specific date. When are you going to follow up? It's not a done deal until you get a contractual obligation, signed agreement, and find out how long it's going to take to issue the purchase order after you negotiate your fee. They should be sending you half of that right now to secure the date. We do not hold date. We do not hold a date on our calendar like it's a pair of shoes at Marshall's. Hold these shoes for me. I'll be back. I forgot my credit card at home. No, send me some money and I'll take that date off the calendar.
Yep. That's
good. You got a lot of positive activity going on. You got any other questions or comments that you want to share with your fellow students? I love it when the system works.
Oh, well, okay. All right, here we go. I would say also that I find positively working. I actually got booked on a couple of podcast shows, actually 3. And so I'm pretty much to those podcast shows going to point them right to the funnel that we built right here.
Nice.
And then lastly, I was also requested because of someone I know who's in the education field. They're having challenges, of course, with identity.
Nice.
Definitely among the young people, right? Yeah. And so he kept hearing that word while he was in that meeting. And he's like, man, I can't let this pass. So he messages me. He's like, hey, look, I'm gearing too much to this word on identity, and I know you're the guy on that. So is there any information that you have you could send to me for our people to review?
That's what you want right there. See, he
Absolutely.
made the request.
Mhm.
That's what you want.
So
That's
I
what you
sent
want right there.
Yes, sir. So that was sent, and so that's pretty much the activity that's been going on. And then, like I said, my question is for Austin, how do I upload my MP4, the video I just sent you all to review? Because I tried to do it in Webflow, but it kept kicking me back, saying that it was, I think this is only a certain size that as far as the MP4, and I didn't know if I needed to convert it or to like make it compatible to fit into the asset framework.
Yeah, I would just upload it to YouTube, and then in Webflow, you can use the HTML element and then just embed the YouTube video on the page.
Okay, so upload to YouTube, and you said HTML?
Yeah, in Webflow, you can drag the HTML element
Okay.
just right into the spot that you want the video.
Mhm.
And then you'll just copy and paste the YouTube embed. And actually just go on YouTube and search adding YouTube video to Webflow, and it'll walk you through the process.
Okay. Appreciate it so much. That's all I had, and thank you all so much, and I look forward to the next time.
Rico, keep me posted and move that deal in October so you can get it closed, please.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Love you. Hey, Rico.
What's that?
We're gonna celebrate. When I come back to Alabama, we're gonna go to the place that Gilberto took me to with the $125 the best beef in the world. And we also gonna go by and get some chicken wings with the 14 karat gold sprinkled on them as well. That's $100 per order. My treat. How about that?
Man, I ain't gonna say I'm down. I'm gonna say I'm up for that.
Yeah, I know you up for it, Rico, because I saw the food that you had when we had the meeting. I got you, bro. Don't even worry about it.
Hey, it's all good. I'm gonna go ahead and go, but hey, just one last thing.
Yeah.
Did you hear the original track in the video I sent you?
Yes.
Okay.
I know you wrote it. It was amazing.
Okay.
Again, Rico, all your talents are coming out. The production, the music, your consulting, the coaching, the speaking. It's the golden triangle, bro. You got it all work. I'm so proud of you, bro, because I know how much you struggled when you first came on this platform, and to see it all come together, it's like you're a music conductor, and everybody in the symphony is playing their part right now, and it's all coming together to be a beautiful song. And that song is going to be when they send you that check over there and you get these bookings rolling in, man. Keep doing what you're doing. I love your focus. Thank you so much for fighting through the adversity, because God knows you've been through enough of it. The reward is there, Rico. Keep doing a great job, bro. Alex, you're up next, and then Lisa. Thank you for your patience, by the way, Lisa and Alex. Alex, talk to me, boss. What's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. Hey, I feel like I miss you already, Alex. It wasn't that long ago since I just saw you.
I know. Just for context for the people on the call, I actually met up with KTR in Austin, here in Austin, Texas. I had them running around 6th Street in downtown, and I gave them a little lift so they could make the next meeting, and it was great to catch up with them. No, I was just about to hop on because I'll be off for the next, maybe month or 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
So I'm doing my speaking engagement. I fly out on Wednesday, and I'm speaking from next Monday through next Thursday. They've been on a live stream for this SIGGRAPH conference. So I'm one of their hosts and stuff. So I'm like memorizing scripts and making sure I need to go. I got my hotel thing sorted up, crossing my T's and dotting my I's, making flights sorting out. Just for anyone who's traveling abroad, is one of the reasons I came on too, is like, with the pandemic restrictions, depending on where you're going. So I'll be speaking in Canada. Is to make sure that the conference, or make sure it's in your speaking fee, that if something happens, so for example, like Canada has a 10-day window where you have to be quarantined and stuff if you do become positive. So what I did is I made the conference pay for my stay if I have to stay an additional time in the country before I can fly back into the US.
Yep.
So I just want to make sure that's on people's radars as well. If you're speaking internationally, you might be okay doing it domestically in the States, but just depending on where you are, I just want to put that on your radar. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I've been planning some activities with my fiance, what we're going to do beforehand, and then yeah, do the conference and I fly back.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we the activity of a high fee speaker. We call that revenue generating activity, RGA.
yeah.
Yeah, man. It's I appreciate you sharing that, because the pandemic is definitely it made us move different, with the way we do business. It made our approach, we had to modify it a lot to be able to have a great deal of success. We have to be able to make those adjustments on the fly. So I appreciate you sharing that with our platform. There's a lot of people that are getting international bookings, and you do have to pay attention to these kind of things and understand what kind of restrictions are in place if you do so happen to get sick. All of those things should be put into your speaker engagement agreement right there in the rider for all those special conditions. And if you don't ask for these things, you'll never get them.
That's
And you're
very
supposed to
true.
be taken care of properly when you're a speaker. And that's not anything that's out of the ordinary. We have special situations because of the pandemic, and you should make special requests to accommodate that. And I appreciate you sharing that. That's very smart of you to be able to think like that as well, to incorporate that in there. And
yeah, because if not, then the speaker will be off to cover that bill. Like you have to pay additional hotel, then you got to book the flights, if you didn't put the insurance on it, then there's all these different things. So I made sure, like, because the conference was like, well, we're not going to cover you for the insurance for it. So I was like, okay, I'll cover the insurance, but then they'll cover the flight,
right.
So
yeah, exactly. That's another thing too. Be flexible. And we can't all be, on some prima donna shit, acting like we're going to get everything. Sometimes they do have restrictions about what they can do versus what they can't do. Let's say, Alex, I remember we were talking about that in our meeting when we were in Texas, is that sometimes they may not pay for, when you say business class accommodations for two, sometimes they may say, well, whoa, what does two look like? Is two first class, or well, we may be able to cover two, but the extra $600 for the ticket. And I've had people split it in half with me. They say, look, we can't do another $600. We can provide another $300 for an extra person, and I just eat the other $300.
right.
It's no big deal as long as they're willing to give up something. That doesn't happen every single time, but as you start moving through, learn how to negotiate these little things like Alex is talking about, because again, if you don't ask, you will never, ever be taken care of properly. And you need to be, because international travel is stressful. And if you're going to be away from your family, if you have to take another person with you, we need to be compensated properly, because if I have to go through all this shit just to get on stage, I don't mind doing it, but I just want to make sure it's worth it. And that's why you should be charging the fees that I'm telling you to charge at the $5,000 to $10,000+, and you'll be out there making the kind of money that you want to earn as well. And it's all worth it in the end. Got any other questions or comments, Alex?
No, I'm just thank you again for coming to spend some time with me for our brunch visit with Austin, and yeah, keep up the great work that you're doing. And I liked even the person you're talking to next, like Lisa Boulder. I saw her LinkedIn post. I thought your headshot looks pretty cool. So
Yeah,
that's all I have.
Got you, Alex. Well, congratulations on everything that you're going through right now, all the success you're having. My boy Alex is getting ready to get married. He's touring and working on I believe the beginning of December. I saw that on his Instagram that he's getting ready to get married. Wow, everybody's getting married. Okay, Lisa Allman Baldwin, talk to me.
Hey, Kev, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here. I hear you loud and clear. Yes, ma'am.
I'm liking the salt and pepper scruffy look there.
Yeah, you know, I'm experimenting with some different looks here.
I like it.
It's also my level of a don't give a damn is on a new plateau today.
Right, exactly. I'll be brief. Well, thank you everybody who provided input prior to me tonight, because everything I've been taking furious notes here, so everything's been really helpful. So I wanted to thank you for calling to help me with that email for the woman at Microsoft. And so, like I told you, she's on
your Blacks and what was it? Blacks at Microsoft, BAM, BAM. Yeah, Blacks at Microsoft. Absolutely. Yeah,
so,
we getting too close to getting the money. Of course, I'm gonna reach out to you.
Yeah. So she's on vacation, so I'm sure I'll hear back from her. And then right before this call tonight, I was on a call with a woman who she was one of the attendees when I spoke at a women's event last month. And she booked with me to follow up her husband. She wanted to connect me with her husband, who is a president and CEO of a think tank organization.
Okay.
And so she, gave me a little information about him and what they're struggling with at work. Basically, he's been with the organization 10 years. He's the president and CEO of the last 4 years. And so they're struggling with transition from, the leadership of the previous person, and they're in the middle of a fundraising campaign, and they're renovating their office and things like that. I told her I appreciated that. And she said she had already talked to him and was telling him, about when she met me and everything. And he said, oh, definitely, I want to be connected with her. So I told her that I would send her an email tonight that had, what I usually send, which is my website, the speaker info kit, and the video, the speaker video. So I just want to let you know about that.
Okay.
So I'll be sending that tonight. And then the last thing, and I don't know if this is for you or for Austin. So since I told you guys that I'm trying to haven't been able to spend as much time on outreach as I'd like, because my income generating job, it's the workload has gone up, and so I'm trying to do as much as I can. So what I've been doing is, and that even has affected how much time I have to write email campaigns. But what I've been doing so that they're still going out regularly. Active campaign lets you resend them to people who didn't open them the first time.
Right.
So I've been doing that because I have over 800 people on my list. So,
yeah.
So it's definitely going out to hundreds more.
Right.
But what I wanted to ask you is if you think it would be helpful, since I am still doing some outreach to people on LinkedIn, and people will go to your website, and people you've referred to, if it would be helpful to take some of the previous email campaigns I've sent out and just simply repost them on the website, so that when people do go there, new people or people I don't know, at least there's some content on there. Because I was listening to what you were saying to Rafa about, if somebody says, I don't really have time to talk to you. And you said, I offer some really great strategies on my website or on my YouTube.
Sure.
Should I add some of those email campaigns on there? So at least those are, quote unquote, working, even though I'm not, maybe out actively calling people.
You mean add them to your website? Like in what section are you talking?
So I have a section, a blog section that has articles, and then and they have different, some of it's from my travel and things, and then I have one that says leadership. Sure. And so when I first did my four signature programs, I made a post for each one of those about each one of those programs. Exactly. But I wanted to see, I can add some more under that leadership tab. So I wanted to add. We thought that would be a good idea.
Sure. Keep playing around with the verbiage is what I would say. The more value you can deliver. This is a very difficult mindset, Lisa, for a lot of speakers to understand, because they want the booking so bad, You just gotta stay entrenched in delivering value and over delivering on value and making sure you can help them solve a problem, and making sure you're consistent with that. And whatever that looks like in your industry or your business, you should be working hard to do that every single day, because what happens is you start developing consistent messaging. Your social media is designed to feed your speaker sales funnel. And what do I mean by feed the machine? If you are dropping LinkedIn videos, anything from, anything less than 10 minutes, and you are dropping videos about executive leadership or helping people in the workplace or helping them solve a challenge, all the meeting planners love speakers who want to create partnerships through their messaging. And the first line of defense, they're not going to see you first. They're going to see your verbiage on your website. They're going to see that. They're going to see your signature programs. They may go to your blog. So watch this. When they start digging, your digital footprint is getting stronger and stronger because you are posting great content. See, that's just part of the game that helps them make a decision. So they say, oh, wow, when I go to Lisa's YouTube channel, she's very consistent with her messaging. It's always very helpful. She's always giving us some strategies, some tips, some tools, some techniques. When I visit Lisa's LinkedIn, oh my gosh, she writes beautiful articles. Oh, I never saw that. And believe me, if they're interested, they're going to start digging. And it's going to help them make a decision to hire you to speak. And all it does is, again, support your speaker sales funnel. So now you got 800, a list of 800. I didn't know it was that big, and it's growing. And now you're able to manage the list. Remember, Austin taught me something very valuable. A list is your asset. A list is an asset. You can press one button and send out an email blast to everybody to let them know, hey, is your organization experiencing some drama, due to the fallout caused by the pandemic? If so, maybe we could schedule a call so we can have a discussion so you can figure out how to reduce that drama in the workplace. Schedule a call with me here. Like, it's just a real simple probing question that asks people, what do they think? Hey, are you interested in increasing your productivity by 50%? If you are, schedule a call here. Maybe we could talk about it. You see, it's just real simple questions that all these meeting planners and these executives and these frontline managers and these grassroots level employees, all of them are feeling it. Now, we're at a different stage of the pandemic right now. So everybody's talking about burnout and DEI, but the core challenges of what these people are facing is all found in productivity, morale, operations, sales, logistics, accounting, HR, like all the guts that really make up a company. All these different departments they have their own struggles. And if you really just make it as simple as possible, what are the people dealing with? And then all of a sudden the speaker comes along as like a savior with this great messaging. Again, the medicine is in the message. So as many opportunities as you give me to get the medicine from your message, I am happy about that. I am fulfilled. I'm getting taken to school. I'm being empowered. I could share this information with my team. Lisa Almond Baldwin is amazing. You heard what somebody said about your profile picture, right? Lisa, one of your best qualities is your smile. My God, does it light up the room? Show me all of it. I want to see it all.
Right.
If I'm a meeting planner, that makes me say to myself, she's all for me. These other speakers are for themselves. 85% of the speakers in this marketplace are all self-promoting. They're all in it for themselves. They all think about going in for the kill right off the break, asking for the booking. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Very few speakers have the patience to serve at a high level. Very few speakers have the ability to do a proper strategy call or needs assessment. Listen first, help them solve some problems, see if it's a good fit. Then if it is, do a follow-up process with the right kind of sales tools and the right messaging. Hold them accountable and get them on the calendar And then on the follow-up call, we see if we're going to finalize things to move forward. Even if we don't, Lisa, they go back into the retargeting mode, and your email list or your other retargeting marketing vehicles is going to hit them up to stay top of mind. And when you do it the right way and they're ready to make a purchasing decision, and mark my words, because you're sending out these messages on a regular basis, you may not feel it this month. You may not feel it in October, November, or December. Maybe you'll start feeling some of it come at the beginning of the year, and everybody has a brand new budget. And I remember all these emails that I got from Lisa Allman Baldwin with a really, really nice smile. And my God, was she delivering value. You know what? Somebody get her back on the phone. Time to start planning the conference. We need to plan a meeting or training. We're going to do business with the people that we're familiar with, not the ones that we don't know. So see, your content, Lisa, is all about developing relationships. And that's what the content and the blog and the social media and the speaker demonstration video and the signature programs and the website. And I could go on and on and on. All of it is making a connection with the meeting planner to show them the value. Lisa, remember, when you show them the value, they will show you the money. That's not a promise, that's a guarantee. You got any other questions or comments?
No, that's great. Very much. I really appreciate it.
Okay, love you much. Talk to you
Okay,
real
love
soon.
you too.
Stay focused, everyone.
I
Listen,
will.
we're gonna wrap up the Q&A on that note. I am going to take a walk at the beach and I'm going to decompress for the day. So I definitely appreciate everyone jumping on the Q&A again. Thank you so much for everyone who shared the information that they shared. Thank you so much for people that are going through things right now, and you're still taking the time to show up on the Q&A. I want to give a special shout out to anybody on the platform who is going through some struggles right now, or you're recovering from surgeries. As many of our students send us messages and they're a little bit down, but I can guarantee you this: if you can just hang in there, and there's been enough examples on this platform of people who've been gone through hell and back, and they are still sticking with the program and they are getting the results. And that's something that is there only if you put the work in. On behalf of the entire team here at speakerfocus.com, I want to thank you for attending another Q&A call on the speakerfocus.com platform. I love you so much. Keep doing all of the work that you're doing and keep those support tickets rolling in. If you got any other questions or comments, submit your questions to support@speakerfocus.com, and we will help you continue to grow your speaker business. I talk to you real soon, fam. Everybody take care and have a great evening.